Hello everyone, I'm Sue Cook and I'm back again to talk more about brain things, the nervous system and all sorts of things like that. Now, those of you who've been following me for a long time know that I've always been pretty dyscalculate. Although I can do basic maths now, my maths has been a really weak area my entire life. I failed maths O level 3 times, I never got it. And it was always a trauma for me, especially primary school, getting shouted at by teachers, feeling like an idiot and all of that. I don't know how much that goes on these days, but if you've been following me recently, you know that I've created the decision tower. No, this is the little cardboard one I made, and it's quite useful actually. See, look, it's got 5 stories. And it represents the nervous system. So the red one, the basement, is the amygdala, where we go when we're in fight, flight or freeze. Now I'm going to pop the top 4 stories down and I'm going to show you the basement. So look, there's no windows except for one. There's one way out. Now if this is representing the amygdala and your fight, flight, freeze or fawn, then when you go into that part of your brain, then there's only one escape, which is survival. And we can go there, say a lion was to run in here now, I'd be like, ah, and I'm on the top floor and there's only a window there, so that's not a great idea. But I would be like thinking panic, wouldn't I? I'd be thinking, how am I going to get out of here with the lion? And I wouldn't be sitting here going, chill, vibe, oh, relax, or anything like that, because that would be a completely inappropriate response, wouldn't it? So our response to our environment and what we're trying to do has to be in coherence with the decision we're trying to make. And if there's a lion chasing me, definitely the decision is trying to escape. But I think it's unlikely round here. We have chickens and they don't wander in here on their own. But so for me, maths was a very basement experience. And so when we are in the amygdala, we can't, make me jump, we can't think very well. We can't focus on anything except survival. So if we're sitting in that classroom and we're being shouted at because we're stupid, because we can't do this sum that they've tried to explain to us in a way that makes absolutely no sense, then no wonder we can't do it. The next level up here is stabilizing. And when we're stabilizing, we start to be able to make slightly better decisions and we can start to learn from there. The next one is strategic. So on the strategic, there's 3 doors. So we're getting a slightly better view as we climb up this tower, the decision tower, which represents the nervous system. So if we're climbing up to the next stage, our nervous system is becoming calmer and we've certainly got more choice over what we can see and what's available to us. And from there isn't a lion chasing us. The next level, expansion, there are doors and windows, so we can see all the way around, but the doors don't go all the way around to the floor. So we're starting to get a really good grip on our nervous system. And up here we have aligned. Okay, now at the top 3, these are the places where we do our good thinking and our good decision making. And I just thought I'd mention that because for me, developing this escape the basement game, which I have been doing over since February, it's been a really interesting process, working with the nervous system and mapping 5 areas of the brain where we make decisions and then turning that map into a tower that is useful to us. But although I do specialise in working with children with dyslexia and so on, and I think this tower explains it perfectly, this works for business. And so I've made a whole game called Escape the Basement, where you learn about decision making in your body. I'm going to be talking more about that later, and I've got some more interviews on that coming up. But it's a really fun game because it teaches you about where you are, how to recognize your states, how to move and all of that. But I just thought I would mention this because of my experiences when I was little and not being able to function properly, and when I was upset at being punished for something I couldn't do. Pointless. And that's not how we learn. We can't learn when we're upset and stressed. And so that's one of the reasons why the parents of the children I work with in my clinic describe me as half mad scientist and half children's entertainer, because I make the sessions fun and everybody leaves with hope. And that's the thing, isn't it? If we're scared we can't learn, if we're feeling excited or optimistic, or we feel like the answers are easy and achievable, then we can do it. And that's what I try and do. But it works for everyone. So that's just a little aside today. I've got to dash, got to be somewhere, but thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and if you want to like, comment and subscribe, that would be amazing, because I looked at my stats and so many of my viewers are not people who are subscribing. And also please share this with people who may find this of interest. That would be great. Thank you.